All right. I'm back. I'm back. That was some timing. Stream cuts and so does my net. It was you the whole time, gamer. You hacked us. No, okay. I don't know, but I have a feeling that maybe it's just too much. Streaming so many places. So I took TikTok off for now. What I might do is try it again with TikTok, but not Kick. Next time, maybe, possibly. That way I'm not doing too much multi-streaming and messing with it. Because I do not want that to happen again. Alright, but hopefully this is good. Hopefully this will be okay. Just a wee bit, but that's all. Okay, and now the unstable thing's gone. Yeah. Hey, did you get all the learning or no? What'd you miss? I don't know where it cut out. I heard the sigh, I saw it was still online. It's just my stream messed up. Yeah, next time maybe I'll try and just do the what? Dang it! Thank you, I appreciate it, Nerdy. Did you get? I don't know how far you got. Dang it, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know how long I was down. I saw most of it. I think you erased away. Yeah, I was erasing away the opacity, and well, I was erasing away the shadow, the multiply layer I made to make the highlights, and that's what I did here. This is all just erased away the multiply layer, and of course, Apple Power again isn't like showing. What the heck? Hey, welcome back, gamer. Yeah, your net's back and so is mine. But yeah, basically make a multiply layer. You pick the color of the shadow you want. You want purple shadow, blue shadow, red shadow, whatever kind of shadow color you want. You color over the whole entire image, which I always have a base color already. So I just make a duplicate of the base color, like I said, and just alpha lock it and color the whole thing in that and put it on top. And then you can change the opacity of that layer to see how dark you want the shadow, you know? And then you just start erasing away the highlights, where the highlights are and the details. And then after that, like I said, I'll do that, and I'm almost done. I gotta do like a little bit on the hair, and that portion will be done. And then I'll go through again, probably another multiply layer, and I'll do dark shadows, deeper shadows for a lot of the places. And then I'll go through an add layer for my highlights, and then I'll probably do another add layer for a secondary lighting source, probably like reflective light and stuff too, but secondary lighting source to make it more dynamic. And then another layer on top just for small details, whatever it is, and then, you know, fix the background and stuff like that. Not a sun down, but how do you blend colors for smooth color transitions? What part? It just depends. I mean, there's multiple ways. My best thing when I do, I mean, you can not liquefy, but you can smudge. But also the colors, like when I don't know what you mean. Let me see. Most of the time, like, let me see, this color is so awfully bright. Alright, so like if I had, I don't know, what would you say again? Let's see, do not sound dumb, but how do you blend colors for a smooth transition? I mean, if you're using the same color, I would just take the color and turn the opacity down on your brush. Like, I mean, like this one too, I can use this. I'll add one above it. And I'll clip mask to it. Then you could just... Are you serious? Apple Power, what's going on, my man? This is ridiculous. What's going on today? What's going on with my computer? There we go. Okay, it reconnected. Ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, I would just lower the opacity, you know, and then make it darker down here. And then if you have a little bolder line in here that you don't like, then you come here, you got your, right here, your blending tool. Make it big enough, and then you just kind of blend the harder areas. Smooth it out. And then I would take that color and just move it up a little bit. And also, whenever I do shading or highlighting, see, I move the blue, like inside here, I'll move the blue up for the contrast of it. I'll take it, you know, lighter color, but then I also move it up the color wheel a little bit warmer instead of using the same exact color. And then I'd come in here and then just keep working your way up, and you can add a little bit less. But if you're going shading, I'll go darker instead of lighter. And right there, and then you can blend it in, or you can use the most easiest way. I don't like that. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. I can just literally add a new layer on top. And then on this layer, I'll just pick my lighter blue. Right here, even lighter. And then you Gaussian blur it. And then you can also just distort it as you will. You know, like, and then I don't like that, so I'll just Gaussian blur a little more. I wouldn't do it like this, but that's just another way. There you go. I don't know, I see like even how you have the background with the sunburst look. Oh, okay, yeah, that's Gaussian blur. Yeah. Grabbing dinner. All right, nerdy. Going to feed the dog. All right, gamer. All right, so what I do in the, like, see this, I'll use this for example. Here's this piece, right? Let's flatten this. Let's make it smaller. Oops. Uniform. Make it smaller. And then also, look, I can do this too. Duplicate it. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to distort it. But I'm pull it down here. I'm going to super distort it. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to alpha lock it. See if I can change it to a... multiply layer, and then I'm going to saturate it. And then I'm going to lower the opacity. Then I'm going to Gaussian blur it a little bit. You said it looks like that bounce light on it, and distort it a little more. There we go. Let me see. So what I would do for the background, so I would just get under everything and pop a layer, right? What colors? I'll just put a couple colors. So I'm going to pick, for the background, I want that like sunsetty look. So I'll start with my darker red, right? A lot bigger than that. I'll have like a darker red. I actually want a little blue in there too. The blue on the outside. Right? This is like the legitest, easiest way to go. And then I'll pull up a little bit on the orange. That red's a little bit. Okay, get there. Orange. And then as I go in, I get a little bit brighter. Right? And I pull up to my yellowy orange. Then I'll pull into my yellow, make it really bright, and I'll do that, right? And then you have this bullseye kind of looking thing. Right? What's going on? Is it... What is going on? Why is it like half showing? Gosh darn, Apple Power. Apple Power. Is that why? This is crazy. Okay. So I have this bullseye looking thing, right? I might as well fill in the dark colors in the end. I'm gonna get a deep purple, but fill in those corners over here. There's no white showing at all. But there you go. You got this bullseye in the background right below all your layers. And then all you really do with Procreate is so nice. Mirroring? I never do mirroring. Oh, you mean like projecting? I thought you meant mirroring on the iPad, like to draw. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Usually it's not this bad, but lately it's been like just turning off all the time. It's weird. So basically you do all this. Yeah, right? It's showing part of the screen mirror. It's weird. I think it's because I had some of the image pushed off of the monitor, so it did that. Search history is gonna be wild. Okay, so Astral, here we go. We got this background, right? And then all I do now is strictly Gaussian blur. Now you Gaussian blur it, and look at that. Boom. Go as much as you like. There you go. Now look at the background. And if it's too intense, then you can do that, but I don't want to. You can darken it up. But there you go. And then now I'll group these together so I can move them together. And then I can put it wherever I want. Make it as big as I want. Yellow's now behind it. Now if I don't like where that yellow's kind of at too, I should have done it sooner, but I can do this and just make it bigger. Move it where I need it to. Or it feels nicer. And yeah. There we go. Now if I want that a little darker, hue saturation. Yeah. And look at now, you can see the bounce light underneath the shadow and everything. And I don't know if that helps, if that's what you wanted, but that's what you get. Just kidding. But that's how I do the backgrounds. I do that I do that trick on a lot of different backgrounds. Watch, let me show you. I don't even know where this is going to go. I'll put this in class. Bury it way deep down in class. But yeah, I did it on the back of her. And I'm going to do more too on the background for sure. That definitely helps. Yeah, it's a nice, easy little thing to do. Like, see right here. And look, I did it just right here is the gradient. I kind of made a gradient with blue, and then I just put that yellow on top. Yeah, so I put it on add. Look brighter too. And same thing with this one. It's at 74. Make it way darker, way lighter. Because I'm going to do a lot more with the background for sure, but that's a simple basic one. I've done that so many times. Even with her, I think I kind of did the same thing. Just Gaussian blurs, and it makes it look cool. Who else do I do it with? Well, like this. I drew some like kind of rocky, grassy kind of background, and Gaussian blurred it. Like, the good thing about the Gaussian blur when you do stuff like that too, like I even did it with here. Like here's like the picture, so I made the background kind of really quickly simple tree looking things, and then Gaussian blurred it. That way it would make more focus on the foreground anyways. Same thing here too, like Gaussian blurred little trees in the background. Just a nice little effect. Definitely in here too. Not as much in here, but yeah, a little in here too. Just play around with Gaussian blur and makes it a nice little gradient background. Makes it look a little bit, oops, a little bit cuter. Speaking of, I still need a name for her. I still need a stinking name. It's super easy. It's so easy, yeah, and it makes such a big difference. If you don't have anything for the background, just a little bit of pop to it and stuff too. I love doing that. Sure. Go. matter to me. At least you can get yours back up and running. I would be lucky. Yeah, that sucks. Because mine was more of an issue. I think I had too much, trying to stream on too many places at once. Probably messed with it. Or it's just not set right for TikTok, or something happened. I don't know. Something happened. But yeah, I got it back up, which is nice. I'm glad it helped. Serious question, but do you make YouTube videos? You can definitely get the following income off of. I wanted to do that too. I even have somewhere, I think it's on my phone, I have like ideas to make. Well, obviously I want to do like full on like just voiceovers for all my artwork. Like the process video, I can make the process video and voiceover and stuff like that too, but also make quick little shorts for stuff like that, like hey, how to make a simple background to make your art pop in like 5 minutes, or 2 minutes or less, kind of thing. How to like I said, do the masking layer on top to add quick shadows and highlights. Like I legit put that one layer and then just erased off some highlights, and it's already shaded and highlighted. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna add deeper, like I said, deeper stuff to it, and different like bounce light effects and some subsurface scattering effects, stuff like that too. But I can literally post it like right now and feel confident, like, hey, it's a cool piece. Yeah, really quick TikTok friendly videos, YouTube like reels or whatever and stuff too. I appreciate it. Man, that looks great for the effect too. Like the photo zoom depth in a pic. Yeah, exactly. It adds that fuzz behind it, makes it look like a portrait like setting, like you legit did something off of a camera. And these are just simple backdrops, but I'm gonna make it better too. I'm probably gonna lower the intensity of the lights and behind her when I'm actually doing it, and then I'm gonna add like firefly bubble kind of looking effects around her, so it's like she's just standing in front of the sun and just beaming through, and the nature and bugs and all that stuff is just surrounding her. But yeah, I need a name. Might do some gestures tonight too. Even though I know I should work on this. But I'm glad I can help, Astral. If you forget how to do it or you need help, feel free to like write me in Discord. I know Fruits knows how to do all these things. He knows more than I do. But he doesn't use Procreate. So if you're using Procreate, I mean, you can always ask Fruits, is there a way to do this or something too? And then he can get to me or something and ask how to do it. But we can somehow, or you can like say, come whenever we're live and ask, and I don't mind showing you. Of course. And hey, who knows? Soon I'll be making TikTok videos. That's what I need to do. I've been wanting to do. I just gotta find time and get freaking to work on it and make those TikTok shorts and stuff too, to make those videos for stuff like that too. So maybe you'll see it there. Maybe. Would you like to sponsor me and my iPad and app? No. Oh, I love it so much, Fruits. But you're not an Apple guy. I wish I knew Photoshop like you did. Because I want to use Photoshop too. But yeah, any questions you have, or if you see my art, like you can even write on my social medias if you're following me like on Instagram or TikTok or anything too. I always post all my process videos on TikTok. But Procreate is so fun. It's so seamless and so nice. And honestly, like I said, Fruits, it feels the most like I'm actually drawing on the screen. Whereas like the Wacom's and stuff too, there's like a glass barrier between the screen and your pen. Where this one, it feels just like I'm right on top of it. I'm pretty sure Twitch lets you clip your VODs and turn it. They do. Actually, where is that? Maybe I can stamp it. Where do we timestamp it? Or unless you want to clip it for me, that'd be awesome too. But I want to timestamp it. I know we can do that. Is that this one? If it worked, I might have timestamps. I don't know. Is there a way to timestamp it? Stream marker. Sweet. Added that to here. Let me add a marker. I don't know how to see it, but I added a marker so it's close to this. I know it's before this. I love Procreate. Absolutely. Gamers just here for the show. That's a user issue. What's a user issue? Dave could you send any videos on to me? It's working, so yeah, Fruits ain't gonna be able to do it. I timestamped it so I can clip it later. But yeah, is that what you mean if you make any clips like that too? That's what I'm wanting to do. I was actually need to do it more often. If you guys remind me, if I'm giving out some kind of tips or advice on drawing, remind me, and I will try to timestamp it or add marker, or if you guys can just turn it into a clip, that'd be amazing. If not, I can do it later, hopefully. The glass thing when drawing. What? The glass thing? But yeah, that way I can make those, and that'd be easy too. I can legit, and even I can change how the setting is, I think too, when I clip it to put it out for like TikTok and stuff. But any kind of like tips or tutorials or things you think are like good information, tell me like, hey, clip that or stamp that, and that way I would remember to try to make it into a video later, because that would help too instead of re-recording everything, which I don't mind doing that too. This is just less like the VOD. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're asking. Yeah. Is this still? Okay, good. It's still connected. That being said, I haven't done any gestures. I'm going to do more gestures, guys. Let me do a couple quick gestures maybe before I get into doing some more highlights on this, because I want to finish this layer, because the back side, I did like more like the front side of her completed, like her face, her body, the front side of her hair, but this back side of the hair is all like just what it was when I first quickly did it. So I'm gonna actually put the highlights where I want them on that, and then I can be done with this layer, and like I said, I can technically call it completed and feel happy about it, but I won't. I will go further. We'll push it further. The good thing too is that I'm working with one color, so I can still see pretty well with the brightness turned down. I never really ever erase or draw with like full opacity. I always have, it's always turned down a little bit. And see, like right here, like what I'm doing, I'm adding the highlights, but I accidentally lit up some of the fur right here inside the ear, and I'll just get the pen with that same color, same exact color that I made the multiply layer on, and then put that back in there. See, like in here, put it back in, like just throw it back in there, and then like in here, I see all these pieces, just erase those back out. Shouldn't have been there. That's all good. And being this zoomed in, it's like, is this really even worth it? Like, no one's gonna see these little mistakes that I did right there. And all this. Sorry, a little less. A little bit of lighting on it. Not too much. This part catches a good amount of light. Just any form of Procreate tutorial Saya does, please. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, if you hear me also, Dave, have anything that I say that are like Procreate tutorial related, just let me know, like, hey, clip that, like, or stamp that, so I remember to try to stamp it so I can clip it later. And that being said too, Dave, any questions you have, ask away. I'll do my best to answer them and be able to show you live too. Okay, let me redo this. I don't like this here. So like that right there, I didn't like it, so I just recolored in the thing, and now I'm erasing away again, changing it up the position of how the shadows and lighting are. This is just adding like depth stuff to my art. tweak and change and fix later too. Like here, this one's going kind of on top, so I want to add a little bit of a shadow line underneath it. That's why this opacity is so low. Okay. All right, let's go back to this one. That's why I have this little circle right here with the color in it. So I can always go back and get the exact same color I use for the multiply layer, because if I use a different color, it's going to look weird. I don't want that to happen. I'd love to know how you did the night scene. I ended up literally coloring the background in dark blue. My wrist hurt a little. What do you mean the night scene? Like that I have behind her right now? So are you talking about Dave? Because that's what I just did for Astral. And I can clip in stuff too, but like with this, I did it with this one. A night scene in general. Well, I mean, technically too, what do you have in the background? Because you can just do the same effect, the multiply layer. Let me see. Do I have anything in here that I can use? Any background layer you can just change to a night scene. It's like, let's just see. I mean, it won't fit this one because my character is a lot, well, my portrait is a lot brighter. But like, say you have it darker and you want to do the background. So let's see, there's the face. Where's my background layer? Right here. Here's my background layer. So like, this is all the background, right? So I would just put a layer on top of it. I'd change it to multiply. I'd choose a darker evening setting. I can make it myself to like a, let's say like a deep dark blue at the bottom, right? Let's get a deep dark blue. Let's move up the scale a little bit, make it a little bit brighter here too. A little bit of purple. Move up a little higher, move up a little higher here. So that way you got a nice little gradient that we're making too. So, actually I think I moved the wrong direction, but so make it a little brighter. So you got your nighttime gradient. You hit Gaussian blur over here. You go into this little magic wand, hit Gaussian blur right here. And then you just pull it over to blur it to make it a nice gradient, right? And now it's really dark. It's probably too dark for my liking. So then you just go and you change down the opacity. And I mean, this one's, yeah, not as good of an example, but that's how I change my background now. It's daytime, more of a nighttime, or dusk. You can go dark as you want. That's just like if you're doing over the top, but if you're meaning like just a simple, like I'm doing behind the fox lady, like just a simple color gradient. Heading to bed. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Break. I appreciate it. Or like here, it's kind of like a snowy. I just did the same gradient thing and added like a nice textured brush to make it lighter. Because I can even take this off and then now it's darker. Or I can change the opacity lower. That's a lot more dark feeling. Which I'll probably actually be more like this. And then I'll use more of the highlights from her hair and from the fireflies, stuff like that to make her pop. I hope that helped. Dave, but I usually just mess with the add a darker color, add Gaussian blur, and then change the opacity of the layer. That helps me. And if you're doing like a detailed drawing, then obviously I do a lot more work. Yeah, I just throw a multiply layer on top of everything. Same thing I did with her. I literally just took her, put a multiply layer on top of her, and then erased away the highlights. But I mean the background, same thing. Multiply layer, Gaussian blur. Yeah. and go from there. And here's that texture. All this, yeah. Let's redarken this back up. Whoa. Alpha lock it. Not gonna work, okay. I've just gotta go in there and manually darken it back up. Finally got my references. Yay! Good job. Took heckin' long enough. I mean, at least you got through it and you get stuck, right? You didn't get stuck in that that abyss of just surfing and scrolling, getting lost. Like I've literally done that. I'll like go to draw. And that's why last night I came down and streamed when I drew, because I knew if I was gonna go on my bed and like try to draw up there, I was probably gonna like look for a quick reference or something and then get lost and just be doom scrolling through like references or random things too. So I'm glad you made it through. Came out on top. Not always an easy thing to do. I was finding some really good ones. If you have some really nice ones, do you mind throwing them in our actual reference? Page on Discord? So I can maybe possibly use them sometime, maybe not, but they're there. I'd appreciate it. Much obliged. A Balta reference, smart. I had to find some dog pics just to keep the coat and color. Yeah, that's super cool. Thank you. Or whenever. Yeah, I wonder if streaming on TikTok's just a little much. But if I can figure out how to get it to go on art channel, maybe I'll use that instead of Kick. We'll see. Those kids are still outside. There you go. That way you can see what I'm working on, even though I'm zoomed in. I don't always want it on, but when I'm super zoomed in like this, doing this kind of stuff, I might as well so you can see an overall piece of what I'm working on. I will drop them if you remember tonight. Hey, how are you liking the music, by the way? I should have asked Fruits before he left. But this is all my brand new music I wrote there that I made more like lo-fi EDM style. That way it's so less distracting and it's nice. It helps me get in the mood and steady and stuff too. This is more what I listen to. I'm doing on my own. And that way too, I know a lot of other people like it softer and stuff too, like this, rather than some of the screamo and stuff that I have gone before. I still have those, but the good thing about this too, like I said, I have it on the YouTube now, so anyone can use these songs or play this when they're streaming or just wanting to zone out too if they like it. And I can use it too from anywhere I am if I want to zone out and do art and stuff too, because I really dig them. Because I used to play the lo-fi YouTube page for the background of my streams, but they're the ones that kept like monetizing me and stuff like that too, or demonetizing and dropping my VODs and stuff. So it's like, hey, you know what? Why not? It took a lot. I mean, it was a lot of work even today to try to make it into a video so I can upload it. It took a lot more than I thought I was going to, but I pushed through. That's why I was excited about it and shared it with you guys. All right, let's texturize this stuff somewhat. All right, listen to this, to be honest. Yeah. I know you would. See, I told you you'd like it. I told you. You didn't want to take my word for it, Fruits. But I knew it. And so would I, honestly. It helps me like zone in more. It's like nice background music. And I don't have to focus on it. I'm not listening to the lyrics or getting trapped in it. And it's just definitely really calming for me. All right, let me get this in here. Okay. This one. Well, I'm glad you like it, Fruits. It's been nice. You've been in here chatting it up, dude. I love it. Okay, fine. I hate it. Why? Why? You don't want to agree with me? Not nice. Thank you, gamer. I'm really liking the chill music vibe. Good, I'm glad you do too. Yeah, absolutely. And then I got it too. Like, we listen to this kind of stuff during work with the kids, and I was like, crap, man. Like, I can even play some of this in there with the kids in class, because it's there's no lyrics or nothing too, so it's, you know, classroom safe. Good. Yeah, it's nice. And like it's not distracting, it's not overpowering. It's just literally like background music. Help keep me focused and like not like listening to every random little sound shutter that comes through the window or anything. And here's one I almost didn't put in. I made it. It's kind of got a Bob Marley vibe to it for sure. But I was like, you know what? Some people really dig Bob Marley. I'll leave that one in there. Be right back. All right. Hey, what's up, Reaver? Welcome in. Why? You didn't get a notification? Oh, no. Why, Twitch? Why, Mr. Bezos? Okay, I hear voices. I was just making sure the kids weren't hurting. It sounded like for a second that they were not happy voices. Let me change this to this. Go over here. Add some more texture in here by darkening off some shapes. It's just so solid. They're in late. Watch, they're gonna be like, can you make me food? Can I make this? Even though it's like basically bedtime. Darn kids. I just know it. I'm gonna say it. Well, how am I supposed to know what time it is while they've been outside playing and jumping around? Too much solid color takes away the life of the hair, even though we're going to come back in later and add more highlights and darker shadows. I want to make this one a little bit nicer of a base. Front hair shape dark. Hair shape pretty dark. Right here shape pretty dark. It's on top of those pieces of hair. You're below this hair strand, so you should be a little darker. You're below that hair strand. There we go. That works. I'm glad you like it though, guys. Glad you like it. I'm really digging it. I was actually just listening to it on my walk and stuff too. Here they come. Oh, perfect timing. Lots of texture in the hair. Sweet. Jeez, yeah, just from that, base colors, add the multiply layer, and boom. My goodness. Whoop, wrong layer. This is the one I wanted to start. Okay. A little bit better. Let me actually, I need some highlights right there. I keep seeing the wallpaper on my laptop. It's like a motion one. I keep seeing it moving and I feel like people are chatting. But just the darn wallpaper. Finally settled on a pose. Like, really, of course, just in time for me to be needing to chill out, huh? Oh, but I'm glad I was able to give us some advice today. That's awesome. Whoopsie. Sorry, guys. There you go. It flipped normal. It's nice that people came in and I was able to help them out. Thank you. So look at that. And that, like, how it is now, right? How it is now, I can literally call this done. Happy. I'd literally be happy with this how it is now and call it done. Though I'm not. I want to add deeper shadows, brighter highlights, more colors, more bounce lights, stuff like that to make it even prettier. But I mean, it's nice that would be considered done. I'd be super cool with it. All right, let me see real quick. Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, yes. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, that's happened. Okay. That being said, Vikings, wherever it is, there you are. It is time to go raiding. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for hanging out, even through all the little hiccups we had and everything too. But it is time to put the little ones to bed. I appreciate you guys so much. This is just a random art person that was up. I think, oh, KSM raided her. That's why I'm in there, because I was lurking in KSM stream. Let's go raid her as well. She's already up. She's an artist. She was drawing something. Now it's gone. But yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. If I'm able to get on later tonight, I will let you know. I might do another stream if I'm able to stay up. Maybe work on this baby a little bit more and finish her. Or finish another process part of it. But I appreciate all of you guys and for sticking through it with me. And yeah, I will see you soon, Vikings. Let's go raiding. I appreciate you all.